Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn know about Spring. Before that, we should know programming languages. So we have C, C++, Java, Python, lot of programming languages. Typically, we use programming languages to write some instructions. When we execute the instructions, the computer can understand the instructions instructions and execute particular task. When you have written few lines of code, when you execute, computer will understand what you are trying to do, and based on the code it will do execute certain task. So bunch of lines can be called program or software. There are many programming languages, as I said, C, C++, Python, Java, .NET, Ruby, etc. We can categorize programming languages into two levels. There are too many levels people explain, but in short, I would say high level languages and low level languages. So, when you say high level languages, means there are some programming languages, it's not very near to the microcontrollers or processors, kind of bit far away to the processors. When you say high level, means Python, Java, JavaScript, C++, etc. So if you look at Python, this we can use for the data science, AP, API development, AI, as well as web development. If you use Java, we can achieve the same thing like web development, data science, AI scripting, and Android development, backend development. If you look at JavaScript mainly used for the front end development, front end validations. If you look at C++, this we use to develop the system software, game development. When I say this PPT, this PowerPoint has been developed by using C++. Or when I use IDE or other tools that we can develop using C++. Not only C++, it's a combination of C++ and other technologies, languages, programming languages. If you look at low level, it's very closer to the microprocessors, machine code. So C come into low level. We use we use C for system programming, embedded programming. So mostly if you look at these microcontrollers, like the devices you control, like a fridge, microwave, all these can be developed, those controllers can be developed by using C. And we have other assembly languages also. Now look at technologies or libraries. So libraries are nothing but there are a bunch of jars or DLLs are available. So bunch of programs are available we can readily use, rather we develop our own libraries. For example, in Python we have NumPy. So this we can use for number calculations or data analysis. Certain functions are available, so we can directly use those libraries. In JavaScript, Lodash. In Java, we use Hibernate. Typically, we use Hibernate to connect with the database, get the data, save the data, modify the data. So those operations we use Hibernate. So when you write a Java program, Java project, we can deal with database our own, create a connection, create an object, delete an object, update the object. Rather, we do everything our own core level. Hibernate is already available on the top of Hibernate API. We can use our own methods, our own classes to simplify the database operations. Now look at frameworks. So framework is internally we use libraries, technologies that internally use programming languages. So if you see the definition of frameworks, framework is a pre-built structure or collection of libraries or frameworks, okay, that developer use to build an application. So we use framework to develop an application, and that framework internally has libraries. For example, Python we use Django to develop web-based application. So Django framework internally use some libraries of Python, database library or logging library, lot of libraries. JavaScript use React. Java we have popularly known as Spring. Spring framework internally use a lot of technologies, libraries, tools like JUnit, Hibernate, Maven, Starlight. A lot of technology internally used to develop enterprise application by using Spring technology. And also something called integrated development environments, IDE. We can develop programs writing the code in a text-based applications like code vs textpad, and we can compile. But think about, there are a lot of lines of code available, lot of files are available, programming files are available. How do we combine them? How do we compile them? How do we execute them? So we can use IDEs like Visual Code, PyCharm, Eclipse. We can develop, compile, edit the source much faster with these IDEs. Now come back to Java programming language. Java is a high-level object-oriented programming language that is developed by Sun Microsystems initially, then acquired by Oracle. So using Java, we can develop a lot of different kind of applications, web applications, gaming applications, Android applications, a lot of. So Java has two things. Language has two things: standard edition, enterprise edition. And also technology has few things, like Java technologies has, we have too many technologies internally we use to develop Java based applications, say Maven, JDBC, Starlight, and testing framework. So these are all the Java technologies. By using these Java technologies, we can develop Java based applications much better. If I want to deal with database applications, I use JDBC technology. If I want to develop serverless based applications, I use serverless technology. So a lot of technology is available from Java. So to get into Spring framework, when we are comfortable with all these technologies, we can develop web-based applications using Spring framework by using all these technologies. In other way, I would say Spring use internally all these technologies to develop web-based application with Spring framework much faster. If you look at definition of Spring, is a framework we can use to develop Java-based applications. And internet will use a lot of technologies, as I said, JDBC, Starlight, and other technologies By using Spring framework, we can develop Java-based applications much faster. Spring is a framework. We can use Eclipse or IntelliJ or other IDEs to develop Spring-based applications, Spring-based Java applications.